We're going to have our gist in the city in a bit, Auntie Leo, but I was just hoping that we can move on to the digitalization in teaching by CAFTA. And we know it's a report by Alice Bay. Auntie Leo, hopefully we can have that, and then we'll move over to gist in the city. The Cameroon Fulbright Tea Alumni Association recently organized a 2-day seminar to train secondary school teachers on digitalization and teaching techniques. Alice Bay was keen on that, and she tells us more.
These are teachers from both private and public secondary schools taking part in a 2-day training session on digitalization in Yaoundé.
The Cameroon Fulbright Tea Alumni Association, CAFTAL, is an association of secondary school teachers who have traveled to the United States for 6 weeks and carried out customized lessons on leadership skills, teaching practice in a U.S. classroom, curriculum development and lesson planning. And when they come back to their respective schools in Cameroon, they are expected to identify the different challenges that are faced in their communities, and in partnership with the U.S. Department of State and the U.S. Embassy, see how they can bring their support in solving these community problems.
We're training 50 secondary school teachers from both the public and the private sector in Cameroon in digitalization.
The training was pregnant with knowledge on how to prepare lessons that can be broadcast online through the use of PowerPoints and to better guide teachers on the field.
Yes, in fact, this current and present seminar is to try to facilitate the acquisition of the different competencies we need so as to be able to prepare lessons for distance education. As we all know, the concept of digitalization is now present in midst of secondary education. And so we are trying to empower teachers with the necessary skills to be able to prepare lessons that can be broadcast online.
It's a kind of a reminder of what we have been doing. There's a lot we have been doing poorly, especially insertion of images, videos during our lesson preparations. As a national inspector, I think that this is going to help us better guide the teachers in the field in lesson preparation.
So it's good to make online lessons, it's good to go online, but also when we are online, remember there are hackers, there are scammers, and there are online laws. We're talking about copyright laws, and people need to be secured when they are online. They also need to be polite. We talk a lot about fake news. People need to know the good sources of information. So on the second day, we're talking about navigating the internet fully, safely, and responsibly.
I'm so happy for this wonderful experience that we've had. It's a seminar, a 2-day seminar that has taken place, and on which we have learned to use digital equipment to help our learners to know more, to get learning more interesting, to get learning like a play, to get learning easy for our learners. It's a wonderful time we've spent. They've done a very great job because they've empowered us digitally. They've powered us with what we're going to learn on the web and what we're going to do in the classrooms, and make learning much more enjoyable.
We would like to have many funding so we are able to carry out many of such activities in many areas of Cameroon. We started from Yaoundé because we were closer to the people here, and we thought we could start here so we see how it works. But eventually, we would like to carry out such activities in other regions of Cameroon. So digitalization is not just for the central region, it's not just for Yaoundé, it's for the whole Cameroon. And all the students in Cameroon must compete with the students all over the world. The teachers in Cameroon must also compete with the teachers all over the world, because digitalization has come to stay and all the teachers must become digital.
So far, the lesson has been so interesting, and I find myself so privileged to have been given the opportunity to attend this training. particularly the lessons we've had so far on using PowerPoint to prepare lessons, to prepare animated lessons, which, as we know, is very captivating, especially for the younger learners, when they'll be seeing the lesson being presented with maybe jumping or flying images. I think it's going to attract their attention more for them to focus on the lesson, which I'll be presenting using PowerPoint.
We have on the 19th the training of students. We're training 50 students to, it's still part of the project. It's the third day of the project, and there we're training only students, 50 of them, on digital citizenship, media literacy.
It's an initiative that somehow helps the government achieve the global aim of moving from our traditional classes to a modern global classes where we do not need a chalkboard, we instead need a numerical board.
Traditional chalkboard lessons will henceforth become numeric.